Alright, good morning. Welcome back to another video. This morning we are here at Kualoa Ranch in Oahu, and today we are going on a 2-hour tour of the Kualoa Ranch. And so I think we're gonna be able to see a lot of the movie locations and stuff like that. So for example, like Godzilla, King Kong, Jurassic Park, a lot of Hollywood movies are shot here, and so they do these like ATV tours. So I think you are able to drive your own ATV and everything like that. So we're here about 45 minutes early, 9:15 for a 10 o'clock tour, because obviously during the pandemic they have all these different COVID procedures. So we gotta get checked in, things like that, and then we're gonna go on a tour at 10 o'clock. So let's go get checked in and see what it's all about. Alright, got checked in. You do have to show them the Hawaii Safe Travels
Make sure
quarantine thing.
that you don't have to, that you're not under quarantine.
It's part of what we have to do to travel during the pandemic, and Hawaii is probably one of the strictest places in the States, at least. Just kind of follow what they tell you to do and everything's good. We're about to check in, pretty straightforward. I think this is the little red building over here that we check in. So it's a 2-hour ATV tour, and I think Melissa and I are gonna have our own, I guess it's called a UTV, utility terrain vehicle or something. But it should be a good time, 2 hours, and I think, yeah, this is where we check in over there. All right, so we got checked in. Melissa is able to drive as well, so that's nice. So you get 2 people to be able to drive. And then we got these fun helmets.
All right, table 15, please grab all your
right.
stuff. 14,
Ready to go.
Grab all your stuff. 11, 12.
It was a hot day. They said we don't have to wear our masks in the vehicle, so I'm taking my mask off. It's pretty hot, and I'm sweating underneath it pretty bad. I might put it back on if it gets super dusty, but right now I'm just dying. Alan's gonna drive first, and I will film, and then halfway through we'll switch. I'll drive and Alan will film.
This is the start of our drive right here through a little bit of the forest. And it definitely looks like Jurassic Park, because this is where Jurassic World was filmed. I really love driving the UTV because it's something that you don't normally do, and then you get to see this amazing scenery here like this. It's just absolutely amazing. I believe this is the most beautiful part of Oahu, and you drive along these dirt trails and you get to see amazing scenery. And the ocean, the mountains, and all the cliffs. And yeah, there I am. Yeah, this is one of the main sacred mountain ridges to the Hawaiian people right in front of us here. This is the valley that a lot of other movies, 51st Dates, Godzilla, Jurassic World, was filmed. You get to get out of the vehicle probably 4 or 5 times, and one of the times you get to explore all the different props that were here for Jurassic World, and you can even get into one of the vehicles. For the most part, about 80% of the time you are driving, and so this is one of the things from Jurassic Park as well. And you're out of the vehicle about 20% of the time. So I can see here it's very dusty, and so definitely be cognizant of that. And in a tour, there are about 6 vehicles in one tour, about 20-24 people depending on how many people are in each vehicle. You can fit up to 6 people in each vehicle, but if you're a couple, usually they give you your own individual vehicle. So Melissa and I had our own vehicle, which was really nice. And so there, yeah, another group in front of us. The guides drive the ATVs while we drive the UTVs. And here, again, some more props from Jurassic World. And yeah, this is going across the front of the mountain range in front of the ocean, and this is a old bunker from World War II, an actual old bunker from World War II. You can tell this is another prop from Jurassic World.
Overall, we loved our UTV tour. There are a number of different tours you can choose from at Kualoa Ranch. You don't need to do them all. I would say just pick one and go with it. Alan loved driving the UTV, and I just really enjoyed sitting there, watching all of looking at all of the scenery, and we were supposed to switch halfway through, but I just really enjoyed sitting there, so I decided I didn't want to drive because then I wouldn't be able to look around as much.
I kept looking at her. I was like, "Do you want to drive?" She's like, "No, I'm good. This is a lot of fun." So.
And he really loved driving, so it was perfect.
You could tell from the footage that it was relatively stable, but I think the reason why it was stable is because we had our GoPro. We had a Hero 7, and so that makes the footage look really steady. But you're bouncing up and down when you're riding around in that thing, and you can go pretty quick. I mean, you're supposed to stick with each other, like probably 2 car lengths behind, but sometimes you do lag behind because for some reason we ended up being the last vehicle, the last UTV, so sometimes you would kind of lag behind and then be able to kind of hurry up and go. But yeah, those things are pretty cool. They're a lot of fun. So
you do get really dirty.
Yes.
So the masks helped. So obviously the mask doesn't cover like our eyes, and I had on sunglasses, but when I took my sunglasses off, I had like all this dirt around here.
Yeah, that was one thing we weren't prepared for when we went, because we were in, relatively like nice like workout attire. Wear long pants, something that you don't mind getting dirty because your whole entire body is going to be like full of like red dirt and sand and all that stuff. It's pretty dry out there, so.
I'd also recommend either doing the very first tour of the morning or like the last tour of the day because it is hot. Our tour was at 10 a.m. and it was scorching by then. And then there's like the 45 minutes before your tour that you're waiting in line so that they can check your safe travels barcode, or not barcode, QR code to make sure that you're not under quarantine orders. So there's a lot of waiting time where you're just out in the sun and it's hot. And technically you're supposed to wear a mask everywhere on the ranch, even outside. The only time we didn't have to wear the mask was in our personal UTV vehicle, but anytime we stopped and stepped out of the car, we were supposed to have our masks on. So
yeah, but I think we had our masks on the whole time, not obviously because of COVID issues, because of dust, really. Yeah, even when we're driving around. So yeah, honestly, if you have a bandana, if you're traveling, when the pandemic is kind of over and we're not doing the whole mask thing anymore, I would still recommend having a little bandana and just kind of wrapping around your nose and mouth. That way you're not breathing in all that dust and stuff. They do give you safety glasses if you don't have sunglasses, but definitely bring sunglasses, bring sunscreen, hat, all that stuff. So, and that I think covers pretty much our experience at the ranch. So,
yep.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.